Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mackie and welcome to today's reading vlog. Now it's so funny, 3 weeks. Not funny at all that I have picked up a camera to start a new reading vlog, to start anything, even if it's just like a basic vlog. I haven't recorded an actual video for the past 3 weeks. I'm in a life rut. So for today's vlog, we're gonna be aimlessly reading to get out of it. So for the past 3 weeks, all the content you've been watching on my channel has actually been all the pre-recorded stuff I had saved. Not specifically for right now, but just in case, if I ever had like an emergency, say I fell ill and I had to upload that week, or because I had my cousin's wedding a couple of weeks ago that I was attending and I was scared that I wouldn't really have time to record that in that week. So I was correct. I was scared that I wouldn't really have any vlogs to post that week. So I had a few vlogs pre-recorded. That's what you've been watching. I haven't really come in to start a vlog. Yeah, I've come for like intros and outros of certain videos that didn't have any. Gotta hustle, So this week I'm starting a new reading vlog after like 3 weeks of not recording, which I don't feel out of touch. I've never felt out of touch with it. It's just something I do for fun. Turning on the camera, speaking, it's really fun. Honestly, that's what I'm gonna say. So I'm already excited and happy to get into it. So that's what we're doing today. The reason I say we're going to be aimlessly reading is so I get out of my rut, because I feel like I'm in a reading slump, but also I feel like I'm in like a life slump in general. I want to get out of that. And the reason I say aimless reading also is because there is in my head a difference between mood reading and aimless reading. Mood reading is when you pick something you want to read of your choice, a genre, a book, whatever. Aimless in my head is very similar to mood, except aimless is if I don't feel like reading, I will not force myself into it simply for the sake of the vlog. So this video could very much just be like 5 minutes short, me reading 2 books, that's it. But I still wanted to come record the video nonetheless, because I've been missing doing this like a lot. Regardless, I'm back to record a video, so here we are. Let's do it. Currently I'm in the middle of 2 books. For the past month, the month of July, I don't think I've recorded like a single vlog in July specifically. I had one from June coming into the beginning of July, but after that there was nothing. So you don't really know what I've read throughout July, and I'm not going to recap you on it because there were quite a few reads, in fact, surprisingly a lot. Because I was aimless reading, I didn't have any vlogs to read anything specific for. I actually found 2 5-stars back to back in the month after finding none in the year. So basically that's the goal for today. Let's see if we can find a 5-star. That will make me really happy. And I'm currently in the middle of 2 books, one on Kindle and one on audio. Both I have like very little reading left on, like 50 pages each, so I want to go finish those before anything. Only thing is my Kindle, look at the battery. Anyway, I have 2 Kindles, if you don't already know that. Got one for last year's birthday, got one for this year's birthday, these 2. Both are around the same battery level. One is at 5%, one is at 10. So let's see if I can get my Kindle book done first in whatever battery is left, let them die out, then I'll go charge them, listen to the audiobook. But since I'm not really reading them for this vlog, I don't know, I might come update, I might not. Again, it's aimless. So I'm gonna go read them now. I'm reading 2 books, One by One by Freida McFadden, which is on Kindle, and Honey and Spice on audio. Again, I'm having like such a good time, so I'm just gonna go finish them, then I'll come speak to you guys about them, and we'll actually start books for this video. Welcome to the aimless reading week. There's no aim. I'm just doing it for the sake of having fun, I guess. I don't know. I don't even know what to say, because I feel like I've lost touch, but at the same time I'm having so much fun just coming and speaking on camera again, so we shall see. I will update in a little bit. I'm gonna go read now. Bye. Hi guys, welcome to day 2 of reading aimlessly. I'm coming in strong to update, not leaving you guys hanging for 2-3 days and coming in saying, oh my god, I forgot, because I'm actually coming in. And I managed to finish yesterday the 2 books I was in the middle of reading. One by One by Freida McFadden, which follows this group of 6 people on a vacation went wrong. They were going to this like cabin in the middle of nowhere. Their car breaks down, so they figure, alright, we'll just like go on foot, we'll make it to the thing that we're supposed to, we'll be fine. They're not fine. Obviously, that's the point of the thriller. On the way to the cabin, they start disappearing. They can't find it. It's very confusing, and I thought I had it nailed, but then when the plot twist hit me, Saturday, before I started this vlog, I was actually reading till 4:15 in the morning, which again is not okay if I want to fix my sleep schedule. But genuinely, this book had me up and on the edge of my seat. The plot twists at the end really got me. I think, I'm not too sure what I want to rate it, but like a 4.25, 4. I don't really know. It was really good though. My first full-length Freida McFadden book. And listen, I'm gonna go get every single book she's ever written now and sit down and read them. Honestly, I have like a huge backlist to get through. I loved it. And the other book I was reading was Honey and Spice. It was basically like a spectating book between college, I don't know, rivals, I guess you could call it. They got off on the wrong foot, but then now they're, doing it because she has like a radio show where she wants to boost ratings, and he's creating a film where he could use her help. It's very interesting. There's campus politics involved. I don't even know how to explain it, but the way it was written was so witty. The dialogue, the way they were talking, it was just like so perfect. The tension, I was cackling or I was swooning every 2 seconds because of how good it was. And this too, I think I want to give like a 4.25. Nothing was wrong with either of these books, it's just the way I feel about it. Neither of them quite gave me the 5-star feeling, but that's okay, because here's to hoping we'll find one in the video. After I finished it yesterday, I was sitting free because I had this project I was supposed to be doing. I'm gonna cover most of it, but you see that I had to draw that for my project. It's Shakespeare related, so don't come at me for like weird stuff, I cannot help it. And while I was doing that, I had to also cut up some pictures for the project because submission is very soon and I need to glue them on now. Oops, okay, all of them fell. But essentially, I started a new audiobook while doing that. It's called This Lie Will Kill You. Again, very interesting premise. I think it's YA, I'm not too sure about that. It doesn't feel like YA the way it's written because it has such deep topics, but at the same time, it's not going very fully into it. I don't know. It follows this group of 5 teenagers. They did something a year ago at a party. They killed someone, apparently, and now someone is coming back for revenge for the person they killed, and they have actually been invited to this like little murder mystery dinner, but things start to go wrong and they realize, oh my god, it's not actually a murder mystery dinner, it's a plot to get revenge. So they're reliving the night they killed that teenager. There's like jealousies and like secrets and betrayal. Honestly, the only thing I want to say about this book, I'm so creeped out by it. Again, I was reading till very late last night, around like 2, while I was getting this stuff done. I went to bed as soon as I hit this one chapter wherein stuff really went from 0 to 100. And then in bed, I wasn't getting sleep till like 4, which is again not okay for my sleep schedule, but also it's just really weird. But that's my update on the book. I'm halfway through. I want to keep listening now. I want to get this stuff done that I need to for school, and then after that we'll pick another book to read. But I think I might get this done today. So very fun update. I'll come see you guys in a bit. I'm gonna go finish this now. Bye. So last time I updated, it was afternoon. Now it's quite some later. It's quite later, like I said, but I am nearly done with the book. I just wanted to come give like a final, I don't even know what, because it's not thoughts. I'm not done with the book, but I wanted to talk, so I'm coming here to talk because I haven't done that in like 3 weeks. But essentially for the book, like I said, I have half an hour left. I just finished the end of chapter 36. I'm at the beginning of chapter 37. I don't know how many chapters there are in it, but that's just for your reference in case you've read the book, you want to go look back on it, or if you plan on reading the book. I just wanted to say this book is so weird in the sense that I don't even know why I'm reading it. Like, I know it was recommended by someone, which is why it was in my radar in the first place, and I decided, okay, I'm gonna pick it up, get it off my TBR. I'm gonna be so honest, even when I picked it up early in the afternoon, I was halfway through. I forgot to say it in my previous update. I don't know why I'm reading it. Like, I don't want to read it. I don't mind putting it down and reading something else, but at the same time, there's something in me that's compelling me to like just keep reading and just finish it, just see how it ends. Because I had a running theory on what would happen the night of the party, the 5 teenagers, what they did. My theory kind of came correct, like most of it was correct. All I'm gonna say is, like, I don't feel bad that it was correct, but at the same time I don't feel good that it was correct either. I'm just like indifferent to it. Like, the book, I don't even know how to describe it. Like, it's sad, but then at the same time I'm not feeling too much from it. Like, I'm numbed out from it, you know what I mean? But like also not in a bad way. Like, I'm enjoying it and I want to see where it goes. So I'm in the last half an hour. Like I said, beginning of chapter 37, end of last chapter, something was revealed. Definitely did not see that coming, so that's good in the favor of the book. And also there was a different thing that was revealed a little bit, like a couple chapters before that, which also I did not see coming. So it's going in the favor of the book, but at the same time, that is not me saying that, oh my god, I enjoyed it, because the way this is marketed, it's like a mystery thriller, but it doesn't feel like one. It feels like a slasher novel almost. I don't even know how to describe it. It feels like one of those old-timey horror movies where you don't know where it's going, but at the same time you kind of do. And like, I don't know where I'm going with this description either, but at the same time I just want to say, I don't know. So I'm gonna go finish it now. I have half an hour left, but that's my little like last update before I'm gonna get back to it. Last time also, when I was gonna come speak to you, I wanted to mention this one character who I absolutely despised from the beginning. It would have been a huge spoiler if I did that, because now lots of things have come up. Like, again, the same thing, I don't feel towards these characters, I'm indifferent towards them, but then there are specific characters out of the 5, I despise them, and the person I despise the most, like, I don't know how to explain it. It's not satisfying, the thriller, in the sense that, oh my god, all the dots are connecting, but at the same time, I don't think it's meant to be satisfying. There are all these things coming at you that you did not see, and it's making sense. Like, there was foreboding and premonition from the beginning, and now it's connecting. And okay, this clip is basically me trying to figure out what I'm going to rate the book once I'm done, but something came up now, so I'm going to finish listening half an hour of it, so I'll come update maybe, and we can start a different book hopefully tonight, because I mean, I think I have some work I need to get done. I'm preferring to like pick another audiobook up, we shall see. But anyway, I'll come speak to you then. I'll speak to you once the book is done. That was for updates. I'm gonna go finish it now. Is this the same position I recorded my last clip in to come speak to you guys about like an hour ago? Yes, it is. Am I gonna change that? No, we're gonna deal with it. I just finished the book, like literally just now. I finished a second ago, and I was like, I'm gonna come give my thoughts actually. Not procrastinate on it, because I could come speak to you guys directly tomorrow, but like I figured I'd just speak it out now while it's fresh in my head. So here I am, speak about This Lie Will Kill You. The title is very fitting if I'm thinking about it that way, but honestly, you know how I said I wasn't feeling too much for the book? Yeah, the ending, that got me. It was very poetic, I will say that. It was beautifully written, but also the way one of the people, she was speaking, it's so sad. And like, if you think about it, I don't even know what to say. It got me emotional, honestly. Even the whole thing with what they had done. Like, yeah, I don't even know how to talk about it without spoiling anything for you. The 5 kids, they did something. Not all 5 of them, but you know, as a group, they did something directly. Not collectively in a way, but they kind of did. And the thing they did, obviously it affected lives, but then once you're reading this, you're understanding how it's affected it and how there's build up from the past. And it didn't feel very much like a thriller. It doesn't even feel like a slasher if I think about it towards the ending, but also it was beautifully ended. That's what I will say. It was sad, but also it was beautiful towards the end. I felt like tearing up. I didn't actually end up crying because it takes a lot to make me cry to a book, but I will say that was very beautiful. It was very poetic. I didn't expect that, if I'm being honest, and the way it wrapped up in the end, yeah, you know what? I felt a dull ache inside of me when I said I wasn't feeling anything for the book. Apparently I was aching, I just didn't know it, and then the ending pulled it through for me. I will say I enjoyed the book. I read it in literally a day. Started yesterday, finished this evening. I think I want to take a break from reading now because I'm just so tired. But this book, I don't know what I'm going to rate it yet. I'm thinking between like a 3 and a 3.5. Like, it's not the same level of other 3-star books I've rated and read, but at the same time, I don't know if it's a 3.5. I think it's like a 3.5. Shall see. But for now, that's my rating for the book. I'm gonna go take a break from reading now. I don't even know what. I'm like tired, and then the ending, like I want to think about it for a little bit because it was deep. So that's what I'm gonna go do. If I start another book, I might just come update tomorrow. I don't think I'm updating anymore today. But just know we had a very fun, eventful day of reading. Finished a book. Finished 2 yesterday. I'm in my productive era. I don't know. I want to read like a quick, cutesy little romance now because I don't want to get into anything deep now. So that's what we will be doing. I'll go look at my little TBR, see what I can pick out. Like I said, I need to do an audiobook because I have other things I need to be finishing off right now, which are high on the priority list. So that's what I will go do. But again, I'm updating tomorrow, I think. So I'll see you guys. Good night for now. But yeah, I finished the book. I don't even know if I'm happy, honestly. Like the way it ended. That's for the update. I will see you guys in a little bit for you. Tomorrow for me. I'll catch up with you when I pick up our next book for this aimless reading vlog. So far, it's going really good. Hi guys, it's been a bit. It keeps happening. I told myself I'm gonna come pick up the camera every single time I'm done with a book, record. But to be fair, I just finished a book since our last update. Haven't really read anything apart from that. So for updates, today is Thursday. Last time I updated was Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday. So that's yesterday and day before. I didn't come into update because I was too busy with schoolwork, and then along with that I was just tired. And I think that's the beauty of aimless reading. Like, I'm not forcing myself to read every day, but I am taking little chunks of my day to read. It's how I read the current book which I just finished. I literally just finished and I was like, listen, I'm sitting down and I'm updating because I miss you guys. I want to speak. So here we are. I just finished Nora Goes Off Script by Annabel Monaghan. If you've been on YouTube for a little bit recently, you will see that on BookTube specifically, people love Annabel Monaghan, and I see the hype exactly why. So the book I read, Nora Goes Off Script, it basically follows Nora. She is like a single mom. Her husband was a horrible person to her, and so she writes this like movie script after their breakup, talking about the whole thing she went through, and she's just like indifferent and sort of numb come to life because he has dulled her, he's taken away her shine. She's trying to figure out herself as an individual, and then comes along Leo. Now Leo is actually playing the movie star or the main lead actor, the lead role, I don't know, of her husband in the script she wrote for the movie, because it's getting adapted after the whole filming goes on. So in the summary I read on Goodreads, apparently filming takes place for a little bit and they start falling in love, but then I didn't compute it right. I thought it would be a longer part of the book. It got over very quickly. Basically filming takes place for 2 days, and after that he decides he actually wants to stay back after filming so he can figure out his life, because he's going through his own personal stuff and he's trying to figure himself out as an individual as well. And what's beautiful is seeing these two people, they're broken from inside and then they fall in love. Oh my god, it's so good. It's beautiful. I don't even know how to explain it, but you see all these little connections being made, like from the beginning. You look at Nora, she's 39 I think, a single mom of 2. Most romances don't really follow people in that age category, which is so refreshing to read about. And these guys, they've already gone through so much in life, they're so indifferent towards it, yet they're rediscovering that little spark outside of each other, and then within each other is just making it better, and they're adding on to each other, they're adding on to the relationship rather than pulling each other down, which is honestly, it was beautiful. That's all I'm gonna say. The writing, I know everyone says Annabel Monaghan is very good at her writing. She writes very specifically, and I can see that now, because every scene that takes place, like for example at the beginning, she is waiting at her house, she's stressing about the fact that oh my god, movie stars are coming to her house to start filming at her house for the movie, so she's like freaking out about it. So she decides she's gonna take like a grocery store trip, waste some time and come back. And the best part about it was that we didn't actually see, I'm not too sure because it was a couple of days ago, but we didn't have like the grocery trip in detail, you know what I mean? Because for some other books, that grocery trip would have been like a whole 2 chapters long, talking about how our main character is so freaked out, and then you're already introducing the romantic love interest as oh my god, he's so good, he's so handsome. First time you see him, they're enemies. But then in this book, the trip, it was cut short, maybe a couple paragraphs, that's it. And she comes back home and immediately they don't get along, and that was the best part, because she doesn't like him and we don't like him as readers either. But then he starts to grow on you with every small little thing that they do, and then they're rediscovering life, and it's beautiful. That's all I'm gonna say. So I just finished Annabel Monaghan. All I want to say is her writing is immaculate. One of these days, because I want to go read the rest of her backlist, I am going to find a 5-star book by her. This one I am giving 4.5 stars. I think if it was like just like 100-200 pages longer, because I could have honestly read more, I would have probably given it 5 stars, but because it was very short, it was like under 300 pages, I'm not giving it 5, which is not a bad thing. It was still amazing for what it was. I was connected to these characters in such little space, in such little time. It was lovely. And then watching her kids, watching them bond with Leo, it's so sweet and cute. Like, I don't like kids in books, but then this one specifically, it was just done right, you know. They weren't being obnoxious, but at the same time, they're being nice and lovey. They're scared to welcome someone into their life, and when they do, it's beautiful. You need to go read it. That's the point. I really enjoyed reading this book. So this is the only thing I read over the past couple of days, Tuesday and Wednesday. I just finished it on Thursday, and the thing is, I don't really know, or I don't really think I will be reading more tonight. Again, aimless reading, because I actually have a test I need to be studying for tomorrow. But I decided, you know what, put that aside, I want to read this book and get it done with, because it was so good. And then towards the end, I was dreading it, because I was just like, are they gonna end up together? Are we getting a happy ending? And I actually teared up. I'm being honest, I didn't record it, but I did start to tear up. That shows my connection to the book. The point is, since I have that test tomorrow that I actually need to go study for now, I prioritize this over that. And since I need to go now, I don't think I'm gonna have time later in the night to read some more. So we will continue this vlog from tomorrow, Friday and Saturday, because listen, that's a 5-day week anyway. It's fine. I actually have no plans for tomorrow and day after. I feel like I get most of my reading done on Fridays and Saturdays anyway, so I think we should be able to read at least a couple more books. That's just me hoping and guessing. We shall see. But that's very exciting and fun, so that's what I'm going to come in and do. Another quick update I wanted to give you was when I said, hold on, I'm getting this off. Yeah, when I said that I found a couple of 5 stars at the beginning of the video when I was aimless reading, and that's why I'm doing this video this week, which by the way, getting great books, great ratings, high ratings, which is not very normal if you go look at my Goodreads, because I don't know why I keep hating on books. Listen, something happens, it's such a deal breaker, but genuinely, Nora goes off script, best book I've read so far this month, even though it's literally just the first day. However, I'm going with this speech page is the book, one of the books I gave 5 stars because of the aimless reading thing that started it off and then gave me the video idea, was this book, and it just came in the mail today. I really want to reread it, maybe in this video, who knows. I literally just read it like 3 weeks ago, haven't been able to get this out of my mind. So maybe if we have the time, we read 2 more new books for this video and read this one as well. That's not guaranteeing anything considering this book is like nearly 500 pages. I don't really know, but I have this in my hands. I feel physically unwell right now, on my way to go buy a physical copy of Nora Goes Off script as well. So this is very fun. Like, I want to go and I want to pick up more Freida McFadden and Annabel Monaghan books now. I'm finding some great authors through this video as well, and maybe we might just read one more by them, who knows. But for now, I'm gonna go study because I don't want to, but I have to, and I'll come update with book updates tomorrow. I'm sorry I didn't come the last couple of days. Again, nothing great really happened, nothing out of the box, out of the blue, but you know the updates now. I read basically the most perfect book. I might just give it 5 stars if I keep thinking about it. And that was the update. So I'll see you guys in a bit. Bye. And guys, welcome to Saturday. I'm trying to update and I'm really trying very hard, but I didn't come in yesterday. And the thing is, I had work, unfortunately, so I got absolutely no reading done. The way the entire week I spent it looking forward to Friday because I had so much in the week regardless, and I was just like, I'm gonna sit down Friday, I'm gonna do half an all-nighter because I do that every Friday for certain videos that I'm recording. If I'm not already done reading the books for them, what I end up doing is I come back from school, I sleep a little bit in the afternoon, evening-ish time, and then once I'm up, I basically pull half an all-nighter up till 4 in the morning, wherein I'm either reading if I have to, like I said, or I'm editing the vlog that needs to go up. And so in my head, I was so excited. I was like, oh my god, it's Friday. I'm gonna pull half my all-nighter and I'm just gonna read because that's what I want to do. And then unfortunately, some work came up. By the time I got to it, I finished off with it. I was exhausted and wiped out, and so I went to bed. Not necessarily early, it was still, I think, after midnight, around like 1 a.m, which again, that is late, but at the same time, I was tired. I couldn't do it. I think instead what I want to do is drag this vlog another day longer to Sunday, which is tomorrow, because I want to make up for it. Alright, I want to actually aimlessly have read for a week, and Friday didn't technically count the way I wanted it to, and so I've cleared out my schedule entirely for tomorrow. I have some editing to do tonight, but that's besides the point. It's not too long, it's not too much. Tomorrow though, this vlog, I'm gonna probably read the most in it. The point of what I came in to say right now is it's Saturday. I've been reading since afternoon because I did have some time. Evening again, I dozed off for a bit, which means I can stay up in the night, I can read some more, and it's gonna happen. I just don't know if I'll update. Now I'm gonna go eat dinner in a little bit, so I just wanted to come speak to you before I go do that. I actually ended up starting 2 new books for this video. I don't remember the last one we finished here. I think it was Nora Goes Off script, which it was so good, haven't stopped thinking about it. And so to fill the little romance void that I wanted, which was left after I finished that book, I figured, okay, maybe I'll read another Annabel Monaghan book, and then I figured maybe you'll get bored if I do that. So I was like, okay, I'll read a Freida McFadden book, but also I've read one of her books in this video as well. So I was like, let's try something new. I randomly scrolled through my endless radar of TBR books that I have written in my phone, and I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna read this book called Shipped. Now I don't remember where I came across it, I don't remember why it's on my TBR. I just know that I wanted to read it at some point. So now is as good time as any. I picked it up, the audiobook, early in the morning. I've been doing so many audiobooks this week, but this is how I get most of my reading done anyway. I am a full-time student. I do have school and other things I need to do as well. So this is just the best way to do it. And the pictures I showed you earlier in the week, I'm finally getting around to cutting them. There's so many. I've just been cutting pictures since the beginning of the audiobook. Right now I'm halfway into it, still cutting pictures, but you don't care. So into what the book is about, Shipped, it follows this girl. I think I might have forgotten her name. Oh my god, I actually think I forgot her name. Whatever, so it follows this girl. This is really bugging me. I want to know her name so bad, but I forgot. Essentially, she is competing for this job as, I think, like digital marketing manager or something at her company, and this other guy is competing for it as well, except he used to work online for the company, and they had kind of like a little bit of beef going on in the middle in the past because she fought with him, or she thought in her head that she was fighting against him and he's her enemy, but he didn't actually know that this was going on. She was just like, oh my god, my sworn nemesis, he's gonna come and he's gonna take over the job I want. She is like battling tooth and nail, and then her, like the main boss, comes up with the idea of sending both of them on like a cruise because it's like a ship company or something like that, and they both essentially have to draft out like a plan, like a proposal. I don't even know what I'm saying, it's so confusing when I'm trying to explain it, but they're trying to draft out this proposal to get more sales for people signing up for more cruise trips. And so they're going on the cruise together to figure out how they they do that. And there's all these other guests coming on the cruise as well. Her sister's coming. But what makes it so fun is that she's never seen him in real life. She just knows him through a phone screen. When she sees him for the first time, it's just like a complete shock to her, and she's suddenly like, oh my god, am I attracted to him? And then she's dismissing it. She thinks he's her enemy. It's basically a classic workplace romance, but also it has a beachy, summery setting to it, which is very nice because it's starting to rain outside. Summer is going away and I'm gonna miss it. So the last remnants of summer, I want to enjoy it with this book, and I think I thoroughly am. It's very fun. The way they banter is so fun. Her sister, who recently she was fired, I think, from her job, so she's come to live with her, and she decided she's coming to this cruise trip with her. She keeps flirting with the guy, and then she, the main character, she is getting jealous of the sister doing that, and she's just like, oh my god, he's off limits because it's unprofessional. But internally she's just thinking other things. It's so fun. She clearly likes him, but she doesn't want to admit it, and they're going on all these fun adventures with the cruise together. So they just went snorkeling, and she doesn't know how to do it. He was helping her. It's very cute. Alright, they're doing all these fun things, but she's not admitting it, and we've already got to halfway. The slow burn is burning. I'm having fun, because usually in other books I don't like it when they get together too early, so the fact that it's taking longer in this one is very fun. I'm having such a good time. So I started that, and I started another book, this one on Kindle, because I figured there are gonna be times, especially on weekends, wherein I want to sit curl up in my bed and read on my Kindle. There's nothing wrong with that. That's what I want to do. So I ended up starting The Last Party by A.R. Torre. Now if you will notice, this book is not out yet, at least at the time I'm filming, and that's because I got sent an ARC. Can you believe that? My mind is so blown. So I got this back in March. I'm unable to contain my excitement. And the funny thing is, I didn't even realize I got it up until like literally right now. And I'm like, oh my god, it's getting published in 2 weeks now. So I have to read it. And so I picked it up. I want to read it before it comes out, which obviously if I'm going to sit all weekend now, I'm going to finish it. And since it comes out in 2 weeks, I have more than enough time. And so I figured we'll read it for this party as well. I don't really know much about the story yet. I'm just like 12-ish% on Kindle through it, since it doesn't show page numbers. And I think the little like summary that I gave you a couple days ago, I don't even know what I said exactly, so I'm going to re-summarize and cut that out if I have to, because I wanted to make sense without spoiling it. The book is not out yet. It comes out August 20. Place your orders for the copy, because I am like 73% in now. I've just been sitting, cleared my entire evening out to sit and read this. Can I just say, I have not been disappointed yet. I know it's taken a little time to progress, but basically it follows this woman called Perla. She's got like an amazing life going for her. She's rich. She's like a socialite. She has like loving husband, the perfect child, pretty house. I don't even know how to explain it. And her life is happy, but she herself, you realize there's something wrong with her from the beginning, because she obsesses over this crime that took place 20-ish years ago. And the crime basically was about this child killer having killed 2 people. There is no connection between the 2 of them, at the beginning at least. So you're trying to figure out why she's obsessing. You're trying to find that link between them. And then suddenly it takes a very dramatic turn, wherein now she's trying to do other things which are very much down the rabbit hole of obsessing, yes, but more on the illegal side, because she's doing something. I don't even know how to explain it because I don't want to spoil this for you, but she's doing something to help the child killer guy who's in jail. He's so much older, he's about to die, and you know he didn't do it, so she's doing it to help him. But at the same time, you're wondering what her motivation is behind it and what exactly she's trying to do. When you read the book, you will understand why it's called The Last Party, if that makes so much sense. So now you're thinking, who did this and why is she so connected to this guy? Why does she want to know more about it? Why is she hyperfixated on it? Like, what's the connection between these 2 people? Because they come from different social circles, they have different aspects of life. One is a criminal, a child killer supposedly, and one is like a socialite. She's settled in her community, she's happy, wealthy, everything. So why, if she's got everything for her, why is she after this guy? Very interesting. I don't even know how to describe it, but I'm just gonna say I sat down maybe half an hour, 1 hour in the afternoon reading this. I got 12%. I didn't even realize I did. So the writing is very nice and this is flowing by. I'm having such a good time, and I have lots of questions and lots of theories. Don't know if they'll get answered, but I'm gonna go read both of my books now because I'm having so much fun. I think I might finish the audiobook before I finish this tomorrow, because I do have a little more work I need to be getting done, cutting photos. But also, while I go to bed these days, I read. I like reading before I go to sleep, so it puts me right off. And it's not because the book is bad, it's just because I want to read before I sleep. I find it very calming and relaxing, like unwinding by reading. I don't know why I'm justifying it so much, but basically I want to read this book while I go and get ready for bed. So I'm gonna read both of them tonight, but I think I'll finish both tomorrow. So I'll come update when I do that. Huge update for now, but hopefully you're not sick of it. So I'll see you in a bit when we are done with our final books for this aimless week of reading. I have very high hopes for the AR Torre book, simply because listen, she's AR Torre, everyone loves her. Book Talk is obsessed with her, so maybe I'll get like a good rating, who knows. But so far we've already found many good books in this video. I'm happy. I'm just ready to read some more. I'll see you in a bit. Hi guys, so it's been a bit since I updated you. Clearly, I know I was supposed to come in on Sunday, but then again I got busy. I have this video I need to be uploading tonight, so very busy day, but this is like the only day I have this week to be recording and filming this video the last little bit. So welcome to our last day of this challenge of aimless reading. It is now Tuesday. It's been over a weekish, but I've only been recording for a week, so I think it still counts. I don't really know. The point is, I have since shipped the romance I was reading. Gave it 3.5 stars, I think. It's like very basic. It's like I don't even know how to explain it. It's like the skeleton of the modern newer romances we have. It's basically like the same thing. Honestly, when you read so many at one point back to back, they all just start to mesh into one thing. And if this is your favorite book, take everything I say with a grain of salt. Literally everything on this channel, because I enjoyed it. I really liked the tension, but then at the same time it went down for me as the book progressed and other issues were addressed, which was also very good. But this felt very much like a rom-com rather than a romance, and I've read so many of those. I'm starting to get a little sick of them. This one was good. Keep that in mind. I feel the same way I felt about this one as the one called To Serve With Love, wherein it was really good, but maybe it wasn't the right book for me to read in the moment, because I enjoyed it. Obviously, with the summer setting, summer going away, I'm gonna miss it so much, but I'm really ready for fall. That's not the discussion. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the setting, like I said. I enjoyed the characters, the banter, the tension, the way the things progressed, the way everything came out. But genuinely, I really just want something that hits harder. You know what I mean? Like, maybe it's my fault because I picked up a rom-com. Wrong book, wrong time. Right book, wrong time. I don't know. I'm so confused. But basically, it was a good book. It was very entertaining. You could read it as a palate cleanser. But like, it wasn't that great. It was a good book per se. It's just me in the current moment. Maybe I should have picked up like something a little more edgier, like a fantasy or like, I don't know, a thriller. Maybe not this one, but it was good regardless. I gave it 3.5. I really liked the humorous element in it, and the fact that her sister was accompanying her, forcing her to get out of her element and push her to do these things that she wouldn't normally. It was good. There was this like other character, like a comedic relief guy. I'm just remembering this one scene from the book that was funny. Okay, maybe, yeah, it was a good book. Maybe I'm just like, it sounds very negative what I'm saying, but it was good regardless, and I finished Shipped. I gave it 3.5. I have been since reading The Last Party by A.R. Torre, the arc I got. The way I am at right now, the way the plot is progressing, I know it was a bit slow to get into, but the way it's gone so far, there's been 6 plot twists in the last chapter already, and I was just like, listen, I need to sit down and update before this ends up blowing up and getting crazy. But just know, it's really good so far. The way the plot twists are plot twisting, I'm enjoying myself. It's only a little slow at the beginning, but then again, that makes sense. It needed to be set up. The only question is, why is she doing what she's doing? Because I understand from the beginning she is like a manipulative, deceptive character that is already established from page 1, but the way the thing is progressing right now is very different from what Goodreads has like as like a summary for this book. You know, you should just pick it up. Go in blind, just pick it up. But that's what my thoughts are right now. I'm very conflicted. Like, it's good, but it was a little slower, and there are plot twists, but I wish there was more. I don't know. So I'm gonna keep reading. I have some editing work to do tonight, so I don't know how much I'll get done, but I know I want to finish this book in this video anyway, so maybe I'll finish it by tonight or at max later in the morning, maybe after midnight, because I know I'm staying up, and I'll come update in a few hours, hopefully finish the book, give you my final thoughts. I'm so scared because I feel sick reading this, that people actually write this, because I can picture in my head this happening at some point. I don't even know why, but also it's giving me very None of This True vibes by Lisa Jewell. I read that like exactly a year ago at this point, and the way it was written with like flashes to the past or flashes to people who knew the people involved in the crime or whatever, and then that was with like a Netflix documentary. I think this one, you keep having like at the beginning of chapters perspectives or like quotes from what people say, that these people knew Perla and her family before the whole event transpired. I'm trying not to spoil it, but you keep having these like past and present timelines, I guess, wherein the past in it is what you're actually reading that happened before the event, and then the present is just like the little quote that you're getting from these people that say they knew her family, and this is what they think about it. It's very different, it's very confusing, but it's definitely giving me None of This Is True vibes, just like a slower and little less eerie setting. I don't know, but I'm hoping this really blows my mind, so we shall see. I'm gonna stop rambling, read now, and I'll update once I'm done. Bye! Hopefully I don't update in another week, that would be weird. Hi guys, so I'm here for the outro of this video because I forget to do intros and outros for some reason. It's like a recurring thing, so here I am. But essentially, I finished reading for this vlog. I finished The Last Party by Torre. It was a really good book, and now I'm here to summarize, because what do I do when I finish my videos? I come to give you an outro, which I didn't give for this video, but it's going up tonight, so here I am. Torre, her book, honestly, I'm just gonna say it blew my mind. The ending, I don't know how to explain it. Like, it had me on the edge of my seat, but at the same time, if you're reading this book, the date comes out August 20. Mark it on your calendars, because you have to read it. You need to keep in mind that you're going into this thinking it's a thriller, not a mystery. Because yes, it has plot twists in it, but in my head, I was more on the edge of my seat, excited to find out what happens next, because I did guess many of the things that happen in it. But I think that's the point of it. It's so dark and disgusting and messed up that you're sitting there thrilled on the edge of your seat, because you don't know what's happening next. You want to know what's happening next, but at the same time, you have all these theories, and most of them are probably going to come true, but it's so disgusting to actually watch it happen and see someone in this book, like a character, doing that. I don't know how to explain it to you. It's the comparison I made earlier to None of This Is True, that hit so similar in my head. In no way am I comparing the stories together. I'm just comparing the vibe I guess I got. I finished it. Thank you so much for the arc once again. And we have reached the end of the video. I decided I want to give this book 4 stars. It didn't really necessarily hit 5 stars for me, because when I'm reading thrillers in my head, I go into them thinking, okay, I know I'm going to be on the edge of my seat like I was for this, but I want plot twists that actually, have my jaw on the floor. This, while there were a couple that I was not expecting, there wasn't necessarily too much that it had my mind blown. So it was a good book. It was a good pastime. It was something good that you can just pick up on your Kindle and binge in like 2 sittings. But otherwise, I wouldn't necessarily say it was something that blows your mind. And that's the kind of book I feel like I was looking for in the moment. Something easy, something that's just gonna fly back. Because sometimes you just need a book that you pick up, you finish it, and you feel accomplished. So that's your kind of book if you're looking for it. And I finished reading that, and so we've reached the end of the vlog. I hope you guys had fun aimlessly reading with me, I guess, for a week, a little more than a week, whatever it was. Like, comment, share, subscribe. YouTube things, you know how to do them. Do them if you enjoyed the video. Let me know if you did as well. Let me know if you've read any of the books in the video. Give me suggestions, recommendations, because my TBR is huge. I'll make it bigger. And let me know if you want more videos like this from me, because I feel like there was so much leniency in it, when I could go pick out the books I wanted to read, the time I wanted to read at, how much I want to extend it for. I had a great time filming this, I had a great time doing it, and I would love to do it again. Let me know if you want that. And yeah, I'm gonna go edit this video, put it up for you guys to watch. So you're watching right now. That's the end. Let me know again if you have read any of these books. Let me know once you read Torre's book what you think about it when it comes out. That's the end of the video. So I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Tune in for the next video, and I'll see you guys hopefully soon. Bye.